Jump right back in. Caitlin, what questions do you have to ask us?
All right, we're going to start with a math question. This is, let's not do that one. Let's do this one. So this is an algebra question. Here we go. It's an equation. 10 times 4 plus 19 plus 7 times 2, all in brackets, plus negative 5 times 4 minus 9 times 2 minus 10. What does that equal?
Just give me a second. I'm going to copy it down real quick.
Perfect.
So you have negative 10 times 4. Oh, no parentheses there. I'm trying to copy this down. Sorry, guys. It's quite a long problem. Okay, so plus 19 plus 7 times 2, end parentheses plus, I should have just copied this down from the email. Okay, negative 5 times 4, that's okay. Minus 9 times 2, minus 10. Okay, and then, all right, so we just have to simplify this one. All right, so since we're simplifying, when you simplify something, we have a special order that we do that in, and that is order of operations. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, or whatever you want to call it. What was our favorite the other day?
Something about pink elephants.
Yeah, something about pink elephants. I don't know. There are a lot of different mnemonic phrases to remember it. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Honestly, I think it's kind of boring, but it works. What that means is that we're going to go in order, simplifying with these operations. First, we'd start with anything inside of parentheses. Then we would apply any exponents if we have them. And you might notice already with our problem, we don't have any exponents. So we actually don't have to worry about that here. Lovely. Then we would do multiplication division from left to right. Thankfully, we only have multiplication. And then any addition and subtraction that we have from left to right. So we'll start inside of each of these parentheses here. And inside the parentheses, when you're inside, you want to make sure that you also follow order of operations, meaning exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. So we're going to have to hit those, the multiplication first. So I'm going to highlight what it is we're going to hit first. So we're going to do this negative 10 times 4, and we're going to do the 7 times 2. Also at the same time, so since you might notice over to the right, this part of the expression, it's not affecting the other part of the expression, and it's separate parentheses, so we can also tackle the multiplication in there at the same time. So here I have, actually I might do just this part. Okay. All right, so we'll tackle that all at once. So first we have the negative 10 times the 4 gives you negative 40. Anything that you don't do in that step just gets copied down next to it. We don't touch it. And then plus the 7 times 2, which is 14. And then over here, we're going to do the negative 5 times the 4, so we get negative 20. And then minus, that's going to get copied down, 9 times the 2, which is 18, and then minus the 10. So we just handled all of our multiplication and division. We're still working inside of our parentheses, but now we have to tackle that addition and subtraction. We're going to go from left to right, and we really only should do probably 2 at a time, just to make sure we are being accurate. So over here, again, I have negative 40 plus 19. That's going to give me negative 21 plus 14. And again, everything just gets copied down. And then over here, we have negative 38 minus 10. And we're almost done. We're going to finish up what we have inside of these parentheses. So I have negative 21 plus 14. It's going to give me negative 7. And I can drop the parentheses at this point because everything is simplified inside of it. And then over here on the right, I have negative 38 minus 10, so I have negative 48. And then down to our very last step, that negative 48 plus negative 7, and we get negative 56. I always tell my students that your work should kind of look like an ice cream cone. And what I really mean by that is just we start complicated and we're just trying to simplify, and we're doing step by step, so breaking it down smaller and smaller and smaller until we're as simple as we can be. So hopefully that helps. Quite a long problem, but just following the order of operations is going to always get you there with simplifying.